Here we go, folks. It's time for the starting 11 prediction for tomorrow's trip to Tynecastle. This is a huge game for us. Notoriously a very difficult place for us to visit. If you take our last 5 trips there, we've had 3 wins and 2 defeats. Hearts are obviously in a bad place right now. Daniel Stendel's just took over. They got beat at Tynecastle by St Johnstone on Saturday. They're missing some big players through injury and suspension as well. Ikpeazu's out, Naismith's out, Connor Washington's still out. I think they've got late fitness tests for Christoph Berra and Jamie Brandon. So they're really under pressure just now. I think it's really important for us to get a quick start in this game. Hopefully the crowd can go on their back and we can feed off of that, because this, as I say, can be a difficult place for us to go, but we're in good form. If we get a good start in the game, I'm confident it can be plain sailing for us. To the team then, we're going with Fraser Foster in goals, of course. At right back, I think we'll see Jeremy Frimpong continue. Superb again on Sunday against Hibs, got his goal. A constant threat going forward, obviously playing as a wing back, back 3-5-2 effectively. He's playing as a wing back, attacking outlet, absolutely brilliant, so quick. Really surprised everybody. It's just amazing the level he's been able to show since he arrived. Centre half, fully expect Julian and Aya to continue. As I've already said, we played a back 3 on Sunday against Hibs, Beaton on the right side of Julian in the middle and Aya on the left hand side. I think it worked well enough for us. I think at times in the game we did struggle a little. I don't know if that's because of the lack of width further up the pitch, but I do expect us to go back to a more natural 4 at the back in this game. Julian and I are at centre half. At left back, I think Bolingoli will continue. I'd asked last week after the Cluj game, after Bolingoli's been out for a month or so, Greg Taylor's done well and he's came in, Johnny Hayes has done well and he's came in. Do you still think Bolingoli was number 1? I think we've seen at the weekend for Neil Lennon, who's the only man that matters. He is still Neil Lennon's number 1 choice, straight back in the team. I think we've seen with Bolingoli, who had a sticky start to the Celtic career. Once he got up to speed, he was starting to look much better. Again on Sunday though, a few dodgy touches. I think that's maybe just due to fitness and match sharpness and more minutes that he gets back in the team. I fully expect him to grow again, because he was looking much better before he got injured in that semi-final against Hibs at Hampden. In the midfield, huge area for us in this game, as it always is. Tough going to Tynecastle. Scott Brown will play alongside Callum McGregor, the 2 main men in there. We've seen Olivier and Cham play on Sunday as well. Neil Lennon referenced it in the pre-match press conference for this game. There was a lack of width because they did. Obviously, Mikey Johnson was out, El Yunusi's out, so Christie as well. So real lack of wingers. We've seen Christie go out the right hand side a few times this season. He was unavailable as well, and that meant that Brown, McGregor, and Cham played together. The only real width in the game was coming from the wing backs, Bolingoli and Frimpong. I think Cham's going to play in front again of Brown and McGregor in that sort of 10 role. I do think Christie's going to come back into the team, but because of the injuries to the likes of Johnson and El Yunusi, I do think Christie's going to play on the right hand side, like we've seen on more than a few occasions this season already. I think James Forrest is going to go to the left hand side. Again, we've seen that more than a few occasions this season. On Sunday, James Forrest playing in that formation, kind of just behind Edward. It didn't look natural for him. He struggled in the game. He did get the assist for Edward's goal right enough, but I thought whenever he did get on the ball, he really lacked any impact. I think he fell over it a couple of times as well. Just an off day. He's been brilliant these past few seasons though. I do expect him to go back to the left hand side. And up top, fully expect Odsonne Edouard to start. It was brilliant to see him back on Sunday there, against Hibs. Brilliant for him to get his goal. He missed a few chances obviously, still looked a little bit rusty, but you see the difference with him in the team. Such a huge part of everything that we do. He just links the play so well. Some of the touches on Sunday were brilliant, linking up with Frimpong down the right hand side. Superb, great to have him back. I hope he's not still carrying that niggle. I hope that wasn't what the rustiness was down to, but fully expect him to start in this game. Great to see Griffiths off the bench on Sunday against Hibs as well. More minutes in his legs. We know he loves a goal against Hearts, so it'll be brilliant to see him off the bench. That's the team I've went with. Like the video, comment with your own teams below. Who do you think is going to start at right back? Do you think we'll still see Bolingoli at left back? Who's going to start in the 10? And do you think we'll go back to a natural 4 at the back instead of the 3 that we've seen on Sunday against Hibs? Please don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. We'll see you tomorrow after the game at Tynecastle with all of the full-time reaction. Thank you.